In our modern world, we face an incessant onslaught of noise, the hustle and bustle of traffic, the constant ringing of phones, and the never-ending chatter of society. This cacophony drowns our senses, leaving us yearning for true silence. Yet, amidst this urban din, a sanctuary of tranquility exists high atop a mountain, overlooking the serene sea, nestled within secluded monasteries. Here, the only sounds that permeate the air are the gentle whispers of the wind, soft prayers, and the melodious hum of peaceful contemplation. This is the holy mountain, Mount Athos, a unique self-governing state within Greece. Encircled by a 10-kilometers border and fence, Mount Athos stands apart from the rest of the world as the spiritual center of Eastern Orthodox Christianity. The monks here, distinguished by their black robes, distinctive crosses, and ornate icons, embody the essence of Orthodox tradition, making Athos akin to a fusion of the Vatican and Tibet. Visiting Mount Athos requires meticulous planning, as one must apply for a special visa called the Diamonatarian months in advance. This visa grants entry to only 100 Orthodox Christians and 10 non-Orthodox visitors per day, who arrive by boat and are allowed a maximum stay of 3 nights. One significant aspect of Mount Athos is that it has an exclusively male population, a tradition spanning a millennium, making it the sole state in the world with such a distinction. Women have been banned from its premises for over 1,000 years. This captivating realm of spirituality, history, and tradition is governed by its own set of rules and laws, functioning as a state within a state. The monks have their own government, parliament, and capital at Caries, where they have autonomy over their borders and are exempt from taxes. The solitude found amidst the dense forests and crashing waves on Mount Athos perpetuates an ancient tradition of prayer and meditation, dating back more than 1,000 years. Approximately 2,000 Orthodox monks with their untamed beards and black robes inhabit the 20 monasteries and numerous cells, with a common mission to eliminate distractions and seek closeness with God. Their daily lives revolve around work, prayer, walks, and further prayers. Within this spiritual haven, the silence is profound, broken only by the resonating sound of a wooden board called a summantron, which a monk strikes every morning around 3 a.m. to summon his brethren for prayer. These services can sometimes extend for 6 consecutive hours. Living on Mount Athos demands hard work, with monks consuming 2 daily meals in silence, following a diet devoid of meat and comprising vegetables, lentils, and occasional fish, all sourced from the monastery's land. Their industrious pursuits include preparing for visitors, farming, winemaking, cooking, sewing, icon painting, and monastery renovations. The monks sustain their way of life through donations and the sale of various products such as painted icons, olive oil, and essential oils. Some monasteries have even established online stores. Moreover, they possess a controversial real estate portfolio, which includes hotels and land across Greece. Mount Athos preserves a sense of medieval character, evident in their adherence to the Julian calendar, which dates back to the Roman Empire and trails 13 days behind the Gregorian calendar used today. Additionally, the monks operate on Byzantine time, where the day commences at sunset rather than midnight, causing the time zone to change daily. The majority of monks reside in the awe-inspiring monasteries, but some, like Father David, choose to live in caves and huts along the rugged cliffs, with the cliff face itself acting as the wall behind him. This intense isolation fosters a profound sense of closeness to God, leading many hermits to spend 60 to 70 years in silence, accessible only by ropes and ladders. A raised flag signals their need for assistance, and provisions are delivered by basket, the return of which signifies the monk's spiritual progress. Upon taking over a cell, a new monk may find himself living alongside the bones of his predecessor, respectfully kept in a box. The monasteries of Mount Athos house a treasure trove of Byzantine and Ottoman artifacts, ancient documents, icons, and illuminated manuscripts, carefully preserved within their walls. Curiously, the monasteries are also home to an unexpected number of skulls. The governance of Mount Athos is entrusted to an elected council of 20 monks known as the Holy Community, and they are accountable solely to the Ecumenical Patriarchate of Constantinople, serving as the spiritual authority in a manner reminiscent of the Orthodox Pope. Why do only monks live on Mount Athos? The history of this sacred place dates back to the 8th century when Christian hermits started settling here. In 855, Emperor Basil I expelled all shepherds from the area, designating it exclusively for monks and hermits. These early monks lived in solitude until Athanasius the Athonite, a close friend of the Byzantine emperor, founded the monastery of Great Lavra in 963. His vision was for the monks to live, pray, and work together. Consequently, the simple wooden huts of the hermits were gradually replaced by magnificent stone monasteries, of which there are now 20. Over the centuries, Mount Athos attracted monks from various Orthodox regions, such as Russians, Serbs, Romanians, and Bulgarians, becoming a spiritually and culturally diverse community. Its wealth and significance garnered attention, making it a target for raids by pirates, Turks, Franks, Crusaders, and Catalans. The Catalan Company, in 1305, caused such devastation that Catalans were banned from Athos for 7 centuries. Nevertheless, in the 1990s, Catalans were welcomed back, with a Catalan musician organizing funding for monastery renovations. Historical events, such as the fall of Constantinople in 1453, had little impact on the monks, as they had already negotiated an arrangement with the new sultan, who respected their autonomy. When Greece gained control of Mount Athos in 1912, they ensured the monks' independence by enshrining it in the Greek constitution, establishing the monastic state of the Holy Mountain. During World War II, the monks, seeking protection, wrote a letter to Hitler, offering him the title of High Protector of the Holy Mountain. Meanwhile, they were aiding British Commonwealth soldiers trying to escape occupied Greece, a fascinating contrast of actions on the mountain during that period. Another aspect of intrigue surrounding Mount Athos is the ban on women. Since about 1046, a law called Athos has forbidden women from stepping foot on the mountain. Even female animals, except hens and cats, are banned. Many have protested this misogynistic policy, which undermines gender equality and freedom of movement within the European Union. Despite calls from the European Parliament to lift the ban, it remains in place. Mount Athos has also been the stage for internal conflicts, particularly over ecumenism, which the monks generally oppose. One monastery, Esphigmenou, vehemently protested against the meeting between the Patriarch of Constantinople and the Catholic Pope in 1964, barricading their monastery and displaying a defiant black flag. Despite the boundary lines and fences that separate Mount Athos from the rest of the world, modern technology, such as NordVPN, breaks through these barriers, allowing people to access content from different regions. NordVPN's security and data protection are particularly valuable for travelers, providing a safe online experience. In conclusion, Mount Athos stands as a unique and mysterious place where the ancient and the modern intertwine. Its history is shaped by the devotion of monks who have lived and worshipped here for centuries, safeguarding their traditions and independence. While the ban on women and other controversies remain, Mount Athos remains a place of spiritual significance and a testament to the enduring legacy of Byzantine culture.